Hey guys, James here. Gonna make a couple of videos today. I've got my Wednesday comic books that I picked up. I'm gonna do a little quick review video on them right now, and then I've got another video that I'm gonna post later that has got a couple of packages. I got one from Scott Running with Comics, and then I got another one that's an eBay pickup. So we'll do an unboxing video next. Been a lot of stuff going on in the community, talking about this fake geek thing. I was going to do something about that, but Travis Oddfellows Thoughts just put up a video, I believe it was today, that I saw, and it pretty much covered all my feelings on it, so I'll probably just put a link below to that, and if you guys want to know how I feel, you can see Travis tell you about it. Sorry that this video is kind of a little bit late. Normally I put up my Wednesday comics on Wednesday, but I had some back problems. I had to go get some injections put in my back the other day, so I was kind of laid up on the couch and not really feeling like making videos. Feeling a little better now, so I'll go ahead and get into that. So, start with Helheim issue 6. Fantastic, great ending to this mini, and the great part of it is Rickard will return. I don't want to show the last page here. Rickard will return. So yes, we are going to get more Helheim, and hopefully they get Joel Jones to come back and do the art with that too, because I really think that's a lot of what made the book. Colin Bunn's writing is great, but the art to it really, for me, was one of my favorite things about the book. So fantastic issue, probably pick of the week, if not, top 3. There's a lot of good stuff came out this week. Some of it was just okay, but anyway, let's go on through them. So, Superior Foes of Spider-Man. This is issue 2. This is just a fun book. I like it. You get the dynamic between the super villains and just their shenanigans, basically. It's not a real serious read. It's something that's fun, and but fun in a way that you want to continue reading, and it's not that one-shot deal where you're like, oh, that was fun to read once, but I don't read it. It's actually a story I'm interested in. So I suggest you guys pick that up if you're looking for something in the superhero universe that's a little bit different. Getting to see it from the criminal's point of view and how they're always getting their butts kicked by the heroes and the scams they're coming up with, and how they're dealing with the court of law and all that stuff is really cool to me. So. Next we have 10 Grand issue number 4. This is one of my favorite comics out right now. It's Michael J. Straczynski and Ben Temple-Smith doing the art. Just some fantastic. I mean, I love his art. Just such cool stuff. It's very unique. I mean, if you see Temple-Smith stuff, you automatically, know it. He's basically, our lead character is traveling to hell, basically, or trying to get to the crossroads where he can find out what's going on with his dead wife and the angel who he normally can contact and doesn't seem to be able to contact now. Really interesting stuff. Love the story. Love the art. If I was going to suggest one ongoing book right now, it would be 10 Grand. Fantastic stuff. The Superior Spider-Man issue 15. There's a lot of talk about Ramos's art in this. It's a little odd. It's probably not my favorite art, but I don't completely dislike it. It's just, it takes a little getting used to. The story's fun. You've got a lot of stuff going on with the Hobgoblin right now. Hippies Collectibles was talking about the Green Goblin. You keep getting teasers for him, and he kind of really hasn't come out yet, and he's ready to see him. I think I am too. Progress the story a little more. You really don't hear much about Peter Parker anymore. It's Otto Octavius, so pretty cool stuff. It's an interesting story. Earth 2. This is issue 15. So we have one more issue with James Robinson. This was okay. Nothing to write home about. I probably will only get 1 or 2 more issues of this. At least finish out Robinson's run. I may go into whoever the next writer is. I can't remember the guy's name. It's the guy who does Injustice, Gods Among Us. Um, but it's just, man, the first story arc was so good. And there's action in this, but it's just, I don't know. It's just not really. It's not holding my interest. I may try to read this again, like I said, where I had those injections and stuff. I was kind of a little bit doped up when I was reading a couple of these, and this was one of them. So maybe I just need to read it again, and I just wasn't following it as much. So, but it was just okay. Green Lantern issue 23. Same deal with this. I enjoyed the past two issues of this, 21 and 22, where you get Robert Venditti started the writing, but this issue didn't do a whole lot for me. He's chasing down the new Star Sapphire. I forget the girl's name that had escaped the prison. Um, I don't know. They're trying to change the core, the Green Lantern core, where Hal Jordan's the leader now, and it's just it's okay. It's just nothing that's really drawn my interest in this issue. Past two have been great. I'll pick up the next issue. I don't think I'm dropping it or anything yet. We've got Villains Month coming up next month anyway, so um, I'm going to get all 52 issues of that. Whether they're all 3D issues or not, I guess depends on how heavy the allocations are, which I'm not real happy about. I know Travis and at least I know Travis was trying to get all 52 of them, and I know he'd ordered through DCBS, and he got an email the other day saying he may not get them all. It's a pain when you already go out and you order these things ahead of time. I talked to my shop ahead of time. I talked to them as soon as I found out they were coming out. I was like, hey, I want all 52 of these, and they're placing their orders, and then they have to come back to you and say, hey, we may not get them all, and it's not the shop's fault. It's DC and their production, so it's a pain in the butt. And then again, if I'd known that I could just get them all at the same time in first print for $1 less with the non 3D covers, I may have said, hey, I want all 52 of them, but I want the non 3D covers. At this point, I feel kind of committed to the 3D covers because I've already, told my shop that that's the ones I wanted. But that's $50 savings, across the board, at $1 less an issue. So um, we'll see what happens in September. We'll see what how many we get. I'm curious to see how many of you guys get all your books, how many of them I get, how bad the allocations are. All right, here we got an issue 1 trillion. This is by Jeff Lemire. Very cool book. I like the way they write this. You have two parts. You have a scientist side, and you have you can do this side. You start this direction, and then you can also start this direction. So it's two halves leading to the center point of the story, which I assume issue 2 will lead off from. And you have this futuristic person and this person from the past, and they're basically meeting up on this Aztec Incan temple. And really cool story. I started on the scientist side. I think maybe the soldier side is probably a little better to start with. And whenever I read it, I thought, reading the scientist side, I was like, I don't really know. Then I read the soldier side and see how it combines. So I'm really excited about this now. So I think this is I want to say it's an 8-issue mini, and I'm in for the haul with it. It's pretty cool. Vertigo's really putting out some great books right now. Next we have Sidekick. This is another Straczynski book, and he's the one who does 10 Grand. So really the reason I picked this up is I was really liking 10 Grand. I'm liking Straczynski's writing, so I was like, hey, let's pick this up, see how it is. It really reminds me of Rat Pack, which I talked about maybe a month ago, the Rick Veitch book. It's kind of going into that territory where you're talking about the sidekick, what his role is, how people view him, and it's going to be basically a descent into madness and drugs and all this for this sidekick. His superhero was killed, and he feels responsible for it. The sidekick's name is Flyboy, and I like the beginning of this. He's coming out and he sees this prostitute, and he's like, "Oh yeah, you're violating a crime," and she's like, "To get this over with," and she takes it behind the dumpster and they do their business. I thought it was hilarious. But it's a pretty good book, so I'll be staying in with this, see what happens. I'm enjoying Straczynski's writing in 10 Grains, so I think it'll be the same with this. Phantom Stranger issue 11. I picked up the first trade and then I got 7, 8, 9 I haven't read, and then I started last issue with issue 10 with the Phantom Stranger. This is a Trinity War tie-in, so basically why I got it. You have him going back into heaven to try to bring back Dr. Light so he can find out, like, excuse me, so he can find out who really killed him, because they don't believe that Superman did it. They think, because of Pandora's box or whatever it is, something has, took over Superman. And in doing so, he brings Batman, Katana, and Deadman with him. They all go into the heaven or whatever it is. And it's a pretty interesting issue. I'm really enjoying Trinity War. I'm excited to see what, I believe next week's JLA, which is part 4 of Trinity War. And all this, of course, is really leading into Forever Evil and Villains Month. And some good stuff, so I'm really excited to continue reading it. Sheltered issue 2. This is okay. A lot of people are really liking this. I don't know that it's all right. They've killed all the parents. The children have killed all the parents. They're trying to I guess reserve resources. You really can't tell at this point what the purpose of it was, and you have the new girl running away from the group, trying to escape. It's okay. I don't know. I may do another issue or two. It depends. September, with all these books I'm getting, I'm trying to cut back on the amount of books I'm picking up. The way I'm looking at it now, I probably get 40, 50 books a month. And during September for Villains Month, I'm going to be upwards of 75 to 80, and that's a lot. So I really, things that I'm not enjoying that much, I may drop, at least for that month. So here's the only book I haven't read yet, Cyber Force number 5. It was free. I've read the past 4. I haven't been excited about any of the past 4. I'm sure I'll check this out at some point, but I'm not going to pay for it. I mean, that's the bottom line. It's nothing. It's not a bad story. The art's good. It's just, it's not my type of thing. So probably won't be getting any more of those. Manhattan Projects issue 13. I'm a big fan of Manhattan Projects. You kind of see, like, all the scientists are breaking up and they have their own little projects they're working on now, and you get to see bits and pieces of that in here. You've got Einstein and Feynman are doing a project called Project Gaia. You've got Oppenheimer doing one. You have Project Vulcan with what's his name, Dollinger. It's just a lot of different plot lines that are getting opened up. But the one I'm kind of most interested in here is Oppenheimer and Project Charon. He's kind of the crazy guy. He eats people to, like, basically steal their memories, and he has thousands at this point of personalities and his multiple personality traits, and they're all pretty evil suckers. So it's pretty interesting. I like Manhattan Projects. This is probably read best in trade, so I'm really not going to suggest anybody pick this up in single issues. But if you're looking for a really cool story, I like the art, the coloring in it. Pick up the trades. It's good stuff. Detective 23. was okay. It's a Batman book, you know, I like Batman. Nothing in this really excited me a whole lot. You have Bruce and Caldwell trying to negotiate. Well, not really negotiate. Bruce doesn't want to sell Wayne Enterprises, and Caldwell's trying to buy it. And Caldwell is actually what's his name, the Wrath, and so Bruce is trying to basically find a way to get in and figure out what the Wrath is doing. So that's basically his purpose for going to Caldwell, and you get some reveals on how big Caldwell's plans are. The backup story with the Man Bat stuff was probably better than the main story in my opinion. Um, it's okay. I mean, this is nothing I'm dropping. It's, you know, Batman Detective. Those are probably books I'll always get. Um, but it wasn't a great issue. And then Suicide Risk. Issue 1 really got me. Issue 2 and 3 were okay. They weren't fantastic. But this issue really starting to bring some of that stuff together. That's the way Mike Carey writes. So that's why I've been sticking with it, because I just know like he's going to bring something crazy out. And in this issue, you really start getting some crazy stuff. You find out some of the backstory between these people with the powers, and maybe they are reincarnations of gods or godlike creatures. You know, it's not real direct on what it is, but you find out that there's a lot more going on than somebody just being able to go out and buy superpowers and be a criminal or a superhero. So a lot of cool stuff going on in this. I'm a big fan of Mike Carey through Unwritten, so definitely a title I'll be on for a while. Alright guys, that's it for my first video. I'll do another one with the unboxings, and hope you enjoyed. If you got some comments, leave them below. Thumbs up, thumbs down. Let me know what you're thinking. Thank you for all my new subscribers, all you guys out there who watch and comment on a regular basis. I enjoy it. That's why I do this. I like talking to you guys about comics. You, the guys and girls that I talk with about comics. There's, you know, nobody really here that I talk with about it as far as in uh, my real life, I guess, you know. So thank you everybody, and have a great day.